What if the 5-year-old in you discovered from a very young age that being yourself was just not good enough? You did not get the appreciation. You did not get the love. You did not get the recognition just being yourself. And so you started to develop a coping mechanism. And this coping mechanism could be an achiever. It could be a pleaser. You become a pleaser. You become a perfectionist. And later on, this survival mechanism, in order to get what you really want as a child, is starting to solidify into a personality. And you feel, yeah, this is me. You start to identify with this personality that you're becoming, without realizing that this personality was built on compensation. It was built on a survival mechanism to really become accepted, to become loved by your early environment. And you go through life with this personality, which is not yours. It's a survival mechanism. And there is different types of coping personalities. The achiever, the perfectionist, the pleaser, many of them. And what happens is that as you use this personality, eventually at a certain moment, they have a toll on you because they are not natural to you. So they can ask a lot of energy, and at a certain time you go perhaps into a burnout. You go into a breakdown. Or you have a lot of internal conflict. You seem like to be torn between different aspects in you, or different beliefs, or different ways of looking at life. It can cause relationship issues because you've been compensating yourself all the time. And then when there comes a moment after the outside achievements have become more flat to you, they don't really give you that high anymore, they don't really give you that satisfaction anymore, then you start to wake up. And the moment you wake up, and the moment you start to question, okay, what have I been doing all along? Where have I lost myself? Where is my original song that I have come to sing? That is the moment a lot of people go into like a real, say, searching for the soul moment. Some even call it the dark night of the soul. Because you're looking back for their authenticity. They are looking back for who they really are. It is that state of beingness where they don't need any extra energy to keep up a certain face. They don't need any extra energy to keep up a certain image, because they are just being themselves. And they are happy with themselves. They don't have to prove anything. They're just a normal expression of yourself. That is the state that everyone can achieve the moment you get rid of the survival mechanism. But mapping the survival mechanism is essential to really do a shortcut on discovering where did I get wrong, where did I veer off the normal track, where did I lose myself. And in order to find where that happened, you have to be able to name it. You have to be able to grab it, not some vague feeling, but really grab it in words, grab it in a very specific way that shows you, yeah, this is what happened to me. This is how I feel inside. The moment you can map it, the moment you can get hold of it, then you can change it. And the moment you start to change it, the moment you get rid of your internal noise, the moment you get rid of your survival mechanisms, which, by the way, they helped you all along, because the survival mechanism brought you to where you are right now. So you can be thankful for that. But at a certain moment, the survival mechanism did its job. And then you need to change it if you want to. If you want to become a full, happy human being. Happy in a relationship, happy at work, expressing what they feel inside themselves. That is singing your original song. But in order to get there, you need to map the noise. You need to map what went wrong and where it went wrong, and you need to be able to name it. You need to be able to put words on it. And the tool I developed, Corprint, allows you to do that. It allows you to really scan your system, to make sure it puts words to what happened, to make crystal clear where you veered off your trajectory and how far you veered off your trajectory. And the moment you can map it, the moment you can put words to it, that is the moment you become aware of what's really going on. And the moment you're aware, you can change it. You can change the original imprint. You can change the original story where it happened and where you made a decision that you needed to have a strategy to be loved. The moment that strategy is dissolved, and this is done through very specific work, it's not just mindset work, then you are freeing up yourself. You become your authentic self. And when you're in your authentic self, it doesn't need energy. You just become this creative being. You become this creative explosion of energy, because that's your natural state. All other states, or states which very likely have been snowed under by noise. And of course, society creates a lot of noise. Social media creates a lot of noise. Images from the outside, what people expect from you, what you think they expect from you, all of these things create noise. But looking into yourself, and being able to map that with the system I developed, which is called Corprint, you'll be very able to see, very clearly able to see what has to be changed, because you'll be able to put words to it. And that's the moment you will start to become free. And that's what everyone really wants. I've coached millionaires, I've talked to billionaires, and eventually what everyone wants is to become happy and to become free. And of course, money is the upside. And if you want to become that, you have to clear your noise. And if you want to clear your noise, you first need to recognize it and you need to be able to map it. So up to you. How far do you want to go to reclaim your original song?